Hey, what's up guys, Benny here and welcome back to Xbox On and to a brand new month. And not just any month either, the last of the year and the most festive of them all. So in advance, we'd like to wish you all a very happy Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa and New Year, but they're not the only dates to put in your calendar this December. Luckily, we're here to help you keep on top of all the incredible releases arriving this month, so you know what gifts to put on that wish list and how you can best spend that holiday time off.
December is shaping up to be a huge month on Xbox, and it's off to an appropriately big start from the 1st. We've got a couple of exciting new releases, including Twin Mirror, the latest from Life is Strange, Vampire, and Tell Me Why developers Don't Nod. So once again, it's off to a quiet American town with a deep, dark secret. You play as Sam, a former investigative journalist using those skills to uncover said secrets after the death of his best friend. As you explore, clues will drop into your mind palace, which in Twin Mirror is a literal and very cool looking space you can wander around in. Who doesn't love a good mystery, eh? We cannot wait to get to the bottom of this one.
Also launching that same day is the Xbox edition of Football Manager 21. We'd say this one's a bit less mysterious, but if you're able to take over Dover Athletic, lead them to the top of the Premier League and smash through to the finals of the Champions League, well, it'd certainly have some people scratching their heads. That's always been the joy of this series, and now you can take it to the next gen, with Xbox Series X and S optimizations that let you simulate more leagues at once, access more stats, and enjoy those vital match days in native 4K on the Series X. But whatever platform you buy it on, Xbox Play Anywhere means you'll get it for consoles plus PC, and be able to bounce between them all with your save games intact, so you can stay with your team wherever, whenever. Also breaking cover on the 1st, we've got the Xbox Series X and S optimized version of Rainbow Six Siege. This free upgrade lets you play the tactical competitive shooter at frame rates all the way up to 120 FPS or in 4K on the Series X. Get ready to go loud because smashing your way through an enemy's fortifications has never looked so good.
Okay, one last thing from the 1st of December, and then I promise not every day is this crammed this month. It's the start of Fortnite's Nexus War. This is the culmination of the game's most recent Marvel-themed event, including a new, truly cosmic threat, the Devourer of Worlds, the last survivor of a dead universe, the big purple dude with the weird hat. It's Galactus. This is one of Marvel's biggest bads, and now he's coming to take a munch on the island. Tune in from 9 PM UK time to see what happens next. That's not the only Fortnite news this month either, because the game's latest season of content is arriving on the 2nd of December. That's Chapter 2, Season 5, for anyone keeping track at home. Now, we don't know much about what's coming after Galactus potentially nomming down the entire planet, but what we do know is that there'll be gear, because that's also the day the new Fortnite Crew subscription launches. This is a monthly subscription that gets you access to the full Battle Pass, a bonus 1,000 V-Bucks, and an outfit bundle every single month, so you can ensure you always look truly royale.
And coming on the 3rd, Immortals Fenyx Rising, the new epic from Ubisoft, puts you in charge of saving the fate of the Greek gods from a dark curse. You're Fenyx, a puckish young demigod and Olympus' last hope. Learn to wield legendary powers from Greek mythology such as Achilles' sword and Daedalus' wings, and learn some truly god-tier skills like self-guided arrows, telekinesis, and way more. Which is handy because you're going to be facing off against mythical beasts like the Cyclops, Medusa, and the Minotaur in fights that will have you balancing ground combat with aerial attacks. Meanwhile, coming to Game Pass on the 3rd, Fogs. We've been looking forward to this game's full release for so long, and it's finally release time. This wholesome co-op puzzle adventure has you and a friend playing as a two-headed doggy named Red and Blue. We heard they're Halo fans. Visit different fantastical worlds and stretch, bark, and fetch and bounce your way through different puzzles. Work together with your player 2, or don't, for a laugh, and help out various sweet NPCs through fun and colourful levels with a bouncing soundtrack. Developed by 3 friends from the UK, This is guaranteed some laughs just in time for the holidays, perfect for unwinding on the sofa with a friend or the family.
Now that's not the only co-op treat coming to Game Pass on the 3rd of December. There's also Haven, bringing a splash of romance to RPGs with a story about two lovers on the run in space. As you and Kay, you skate around an undiscovered planet, discovering resources to build a home together and cook meals for each other. Sounds blissful, until some alien invaders inevitably appear, leaving you to discover a unique combat system that puts the emphasis on synchronizing actions and building a great rhythm. And bringing a truly epic week to an end, on Friday the 4th, we've got yet another treat for you. Dragon Quest XI's Echoes of an Elusive Age Definitive Edition is the first time this legendary JRPG series has come to Xbox, and it's straight onto Game Pass from day one. It's a totally standalone adventure, so if you've never played a Dragon Quest game before, you can dive right in now and discover the world of Erdrea for yourself. And the whole thing has also been enhanced and expanded for this edition, with new side stories, a full Japanese voice track if you're one of those subs over dubs type, and even a 2D mode that lets you experience the adventure with shiny new graphics or a classic 16-bit look.
The 4th is also the day that football, both kinds from either side of the Atlantic, is making the leap into the next gen. Yep, FIFA 21 and Madden 21 are getting Xbox Series X and S optimized. These are free updates for anyone who's bought the games to play on the Xbox One, with all your Ultimate Team's progress and purchases carrying over to the new version. The upgrade affects almost every single aspect of the games. In FIFA, you can expect to see enhanced lighting, improved player movement and animation, where you'll be able to see individual muscle flex with each kick, a brand new game cam, and most important of all, bigger and more detailed celebrations when you score. Over in Madden, meanwhile, the biggest advancement with next gen comes from data, which might not sound super exciting at first, but it's being pulled from RFID chips sewn into actual players' jerseys, so their virtual selves will act more like the real thing than ever before. Oh, and even the virtual jerseys themselves will be more lifelike, thanks to a new cloth animation system, though no word on whether they have little virtual RFID chips sewn into them though. We'll find out. And finally, we all know him, we all love him, and now we get to step into the fury-filled shoes of Keanu Reeves' best dressed, beardiest action hero. John Wick Hex is a strategy game that recreates the film's brutally iconic action, with you maneuvering Mr. Wick using a whole host of stunts and skill to take down foes and keep that suit unscathed. You place these moves on a timeline, almost like video editing software, then watch them play out in all their cinematic glory. You'll need to keep an eye on ammo reserves and increasingly tougher enemies, but helping you solve both problems are the shiny new toys you can pick up from your deceased challengers. We're talking guns, lots of guns, and hopefully a pencil too. John Wick Hex is coming to Xbox on the 4th of December, and with actors Ian McShane and Lance Reddick reprising their film roles, it's the best way to get the true Continental experience on your console.
The 8th of December is a great day for any Xbox Series X and S owners out there. First up, we've got Call of the Sea coming to Xbox One as well as Xbox Series X and S in a gorgeous optimized version. This story-driven game takes you to a mysterious island in the South Pacific as you try to solve the mystery of your husband's disappearance and uncover some truly surprising answers. The island also looks absolutely incredible, especially the next-gen version, with DirectX ray tracing bringing the island to life. Oh, and it's a day one Game Pass launch. What honestly could be better than that? Oh, and speaking of Game Pass, with Destiny 2 Beyond Light having landed on the library just last month, we're now getting a graphics boost with the Xbox Series X and S optimization of the game. The optimized version has the PvE story sections of Destiny 2 running at a smooth 60 frames per second and beautifully detailed 4K resolution on the Xbox Series X. But that is not all, Guardians. The game will benefit from faster loading times, and Crucible, Destiny's PvP aspect, will run at an incredible 120 frames per second for extra precision, taking down Guardians in trials plus an FOV slider to widen your horizons and, your line of sight. These are all free updates as well, thanks to smart delivery coming to your console on the 8th.
And on the 9th, we've got some appropriately chilly DLC for Minecraft Dungeons with the Howling Peaks expansion. Expect new armor, weapons and artifacts, and some fresh mobs to bash as you battle your way to the top of the mountain and the storm-causing Tempest Golem waiting on its peak. You can get the DLC on its own or as part of a new season pass launching the very same day. That'll give you access to Howling Peaks and the next 3 packs. And even if you don't fancy shelling out, there's more good news for all dungeon dwellers on the 9th thanks to a free content update with 6 new enchantments to switch up your playstyle.
Which brings us now to the day we've all been waiting for, the 10th of December, aka Cyberpunk 2077 Day. Perhaps you've heard of it. This, of course, is the latest magnum opus from CD Projekt Red, the studio behind a little series called The Witcher. If you've spent any time with old Geralt, you'll know that CD Projekt are one of the finest RPG developers around, and Cyberpunk takes everything that's great about those games, then puts it in first person, adds guns and cars, and gives you a whole broken down futuristic city to poke around in. So expect amazing stories, fantastic world building, and just a bananas amount of player's choice in how you build your personal version of V, the main character, and also how you approach their problems. The question isn't so much, are you going to play Cyberpunk? Because you definitely will. It's actually whether you're going to be playing as a gunslinging solo, or hack your way through life as a netrunner, or whether your V grew up as a street kid, or as a nomad in the Mad Maxy wastelands. All to decide. Basically, if you wanted to, there's enough game here to keep you going into the new year, and probably all the way through to the year 2077, to be honest. I'm pretty sure that's why they named it that way,
And then one last big launch for the month, skidding in just before the Christmas break, a little update to one of the world's biggest multiplayer games. Yes, it's a new heist for GTA Online, and it looks like the most ambitious yet. You've stolen cars, jets, a casino's worth of cash. Now, how about an entire island? The Cayo Perico heist introduces a new location off the coast of San Andreas, with a mission that can be played with 3 others or solo for the very first time. And because an entire new landmass apparently isn't enough, there are also new vehicles, weapons, guest DJs, and 100+ songs worth of new radio stations. Right, bring on all that holiday time off, we're gonna need it. And if you're a PC gamer, that's not going to be the only thing vying for your time over the holidays, because EA Play is coming to Xbox Game Pass for PC on the 15th. This means a whole new library of games for you to dig into as part of your Xbox Game Pass for PC or Ultimate subscription. Picked from EA's amazing lineup, we're talking Star Wars, Sims, FIFA, something for everyone basically. And when it comes to brand new EA titles, there are 10-hour trials that arrive just ahead of launch, so you can get an exclusive taster and decide if you want to buy the full thing with a sweet bonus discount. What could be better?
And finally, it wouldn't be a new month on Xbox without a fresh batch of Games with Gold titles. Think of them as your little gift wrap presents for all Xbox Live Gold and Xbox Game Pass Ultimate members. 4 free games for you to download and keep. First up in December and available all month long, we've got The Raven Remastered. This is a detective game set in 60s London as you chase down the legendary master thief known only as what else but the Raven. If you'd like to settle down with a good whodunit this time of year and like getting things for free, then this is the perfect crime. Sticking with the crime theme is Saints Row Get Out of Hell. Well, we say crime, but that might be where this series started, but I don't remember Don Corleone flying around on angel wings or Tony Montana shooting the devil in the face. But now I realise they absolutely should have, and if that sounds like a great combination to you, you can go to hell for free until the 15th of December. See what I did there?
And picking up the gold baton on the 16th, we've got 2 great games. First up, Stacking from Double Fine, now part of Xbox Game Studios and currently working on Psychonauts 2. If you're familiar with Double Fine stuff, you know there's always a brilliantly weird concept. And in this case, it's a puzzle game where you play as Russian dolls jumping inside bigger characters to gain their powers. Cracking the solutions will probably leave you scratching your head, but here's an easy puzzle that you can grab right up until the 31st of December. And finally, taking us into the new year is Bleed 2, an intense side-scroller platformer meets twin-stick shooter that's perfect for couch co-op. So grab a friend, sharpen those reflexes, and prepare to dodge and parry your way to victory until this leaves Games with Gold on the 16th of January 2021. It sounds so futuristic, right?
So my friends, that is everything we currently know coming our way in December, but there's bound to be much more to get excited about, holidays aside. So make sure you're subscribed to Xbox On here on YouTube and over on Twitch, as we'll be keeping the festive vibes going all month long with our daily streams. So come on and join the celebrations. For now though, hit that like button and we will see you next time. Bye bye!